So, of course, I'd love to start the episode by telling you all things are great. We're kind of turned form round. We're second in the league. We're doing well. But there's a bad news. And that bad news is Virgil van Dijk is going. Now, where he's going, we're unsure yet. He's either going to Al Nassr or Al Ittihad. Both put in pre-contract agreements with him. And, of course, I don't think there's there's no chance, is there, of him deciding to cancel the contract, say, no, thank you, I'm happy to stay at Liverpool. That's just not going to happen. If we look at contract negotiations, we can't. Apparently, we lack the financial muscle to meet his contract demands, basically saying, I want to go to Saudi Arabia for the money. Leave me alone. So with that, Virgil van Dijk leaving at the end of the season, we have Konate and Gomez as probably our first choice centre-backs. Over the next year or so before, Bajcetic may have to slide in there in the future. I don't really know yet. I wanted to keep him as a midfielder, but potentially we might need to take him back to being a centre-back there. Also, Reece Williams, who you just saw there, Burnley, 6.5 million. When the confirmation comes through, I need to cancel that. I can't get rid of him now. With Virgil van Dijk leaving at the end of the season, we've got no other cover. Obviously, we'll have Konate and Gomez in the middle. Reece Williams and Jarrell Quansah will be our backup, which sounds awful when you're trying to win titles. But yeah, our hand's been forced a little bit there, especially by the board not offering more than a year on a 33-year-old contract. So that's the bad news. The good news, there is a little bit of good news. Since you were last with us, we beat Leicester again, beat Bournemouth, and beat Chelsea. And there was a little loss there against Everton that we probably shouldn't talk about too much because we never like losing in the derbies. However, we've got hopefully a goal-filled game against Wigan to come. And then we're going to go off camera for a couple of games and then come back for that final game against AC Milan in the Champions League phase and hopefully qualify. So that's the plan for this episode. I'm sure somewhere between the Wigan game and the AC Milan game and Virgil van Dijk will probably sign his contract, so I'll come back and show you that if I need to. But let's just get straight to the Wigan game, shall we, and hopefully put out a young team and absolutely spank them. Of course, I forgot to hit record, didn't I, when we were going through the lineup, so unfortunately we're going to get straight into the match, but I am going to sort of run you through the team as we go. So, of course, we don't care about the Wigan team, let's skip that. Right, so we've got Kelleher in goal, Bradley, Quansah, Gomez and Tsimikas along the back four. A midfield of, wait for it, Parsley, Bajcetic, Gravenberch, and then a front three of Ben Doak, Curtis Jones and our lovely wonder kid Jason Stone up front there. So fingers crossed we can get a couple of goals from the young players. We've got Parsley playing in the DM position. He's 17 years old now, believe it or not. 4-star potential ability, 1-star current ability. I do want to try and get him a few more games now he's turning 17. Of course, training is still very important, but I do want to start sort of maybe integrating him a little bit more into the first team. Jason Stone is still 16, so sort of obviously emphasis more on training, but when I can give him games, of course we will. Ben Doak now with the ball, that's just gone straight over, but yeah, when we can give him games, it's always good to. He seems to sort of perform pretty much every time he plays. So Ben Doak with the ball. Gravenberch to Bajcetic. Looks like we're playing it nicely as well. Conor Bradley. I'm hoping for quite a few goals, to be fair. But stands up for Gravenberch. Oh, and he hits it on the rebound. That's 2-0. I'm getting ahead of myself. That's 1-0. Gravenberch there with a goal. Scores quite a few from midfield, Gravenberch. I would like to start him more, but I'm still trying to sort of... you can't drop Szoboszlai for a start. And I'm trying to develop Harvey Elliott. So trying to squeeze him in can be quite difficult sometimes. But yeah, he always proves his worth when he comes on the pitch. So I also thought, just looking at Bradley now with the ball, plays a nice little ball there to Doak. I also thought what I will probably do when Van Dijk's confirmed. That was a lovely little in-swinger there. when the Van Dijk transfer is confirmed, I think, as brutal as it sounds, I think we may try and drop him out of our first team as much as possible, because I don't want to be giving game time to him if he's not going to be here next season. So the potential for a Gomez Konate, is that a penalty? Yeah, a Gomez Konate partnership is probably likely for the rest of the season. Probably Virgil will come in at different parts, and that's a Curtis Jones penalty. 2-0 up, 25 minutes into the game. We're making this look easy at the moment. But I think what do you guys think? Do you think I should pretty much drop Virgil van Dijk to the bench, to the sort of a squad player? Obviously you've got the potential to make him unhappy, but he's not going to be there, so is it just worth trying to bed in a few of the fringe players and do it that way? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. But pretty easy first half. Sorry. Let's just get straight into that second half, shall we? A little bit disappointed to not see a bit more from young Jason Stone up front. Would have been nice to see him get a couple of shots off there, but we've always got the potential for it this half. So Jones there, Gravenberch scores that. I think I deflected off of the defender, really. Fell nicely to his feet. He curled that in bottom corner. I think we've won this. I mean, it's probably a little bit more close than I thought on paper. Oh no, there we go. As I'm saying that, we sort of get a couple of extra shots in, and the possession sort of skews towards. I think I'm just gonna bring on. No, I still haven't worked out how to say this guy's name, but Aston Tornainen. I can't say it, and I can't even. I think my brain doesn't want to work when it comes to breaking his name up and doing it that way. But here's Wigan on an attack, and it looks like we may get it away. Yeah, but he's obviously coming on for his first game, if I'm correct. And Asgard, Thilo Asgard. Yeah, throwback to Thor there, but he scored. It's 3-1. No, they surely can't get back into this, can they? We're just playing too well, surely. Simicast with a corner. I thought that had gone in then. Right, let's have a look. Let's take off. Maybe Gomez, but yeah. Konate on. Mo Salah. Trent. No, I think we'll leave it as it is for now. I don't really need to make the subs. I don't really want to take off the youngsters if I don't need to. Ben Doak's having a good game. Curtis Jones had a good game. So's Gravenberch. Parsley, apparently, he's not having too much of a bad game either. And I did think if I could develop him over the next couple of years into a decent enough player, there's always the potential to put Bajcetic back in defence if we need to. But it kind of seems a long way away to be planning like that. I mean, the fact that Virgil van Dijk's going, I am sort of worried about defence in the next couple of years. So hopefully we get a couple of centre-backs, 5-star wonder kid centre-backs come through in the youth intake this year, which we'll probably end up showing you possibly next episode. But here's Gravenberch now into the box. Doak, that's cut out there. Can we win the ball back? We can there. That's Parsley with the ball. Nice little pass into Bajcetic. Bradley now with the ball. Back to Bajcetic. Is this 4-1? Runs it out wide. Hooks it over to Doak. And that is 4-1. Ben Doak with his 5th goal of the season there. Really sort of playing like a first teamer there. That's nice to see him get on the score sheet. Like I said, a little bit gutted. Stone hasn't sort of impressed at all. If I'm honest, he's been very, very, very quiet. But he's 16. He's going to have the odd bad game, isn't he? He's more looking at him the next couple of years. But a nice win there. 4-1 away to Wigan. We didn't make it difficult for ourselves, did we? We sort of straight in off the bat, really, with that early Gravenberch goal. So a nice win. Takes us on to obviously we'll go off camera now, play a couple of games. We'll come back just before the AC Milan game, show you what's happened. we'll get straight into that and hopefully qualify for the latter stage of the Champions League, hopefully straight through to the last 16. So as promised, we're back just before the AC Milan game. We've got a couple of games to show you that we've played in the league and a little bit of transfer stuff. So since you were last with us, we obviously played that Wigan game. We won away at Aston Villa 2-1. Got Alexander-Arnold there with the 89th minute winner. And then Man City come to town and we absolutely annihilated them. We won 3-0. But looking at the stats, we've had 18 shots, 10 on target, XG of just over 2. City had 5 shots, none on target. Possession's not everything, so let's not look at that. But we dominated them. They just did not turn up. So that was a nice win. And that puts us top of the league. But you can see Arsenal and Man City there have a game in hand. But it looks to be a 3-horse race rather than the 2-horse race between ourselves and Man City last year. So that's interesting. Then we played Bilbao, absolutely smashed them in the Champions League. And then we had a little bit of a hiccup against Coventry in the FA Cup. We like hiccups in the FA Cup, apparently. But if we just have a quick look at that, you can see we completely dominated them. Possession-wise, XG, shots, the lot. 16 corners as well there. One of those games, they scored a penalty within 5 minutes to go, and yeah, sometimes it just happens, doesn't it? Nice to see Stone, though, getting on the score sheet. And of course, now we've got the Champions League. So we're literally a point behind 8th place. So a nice win here against AC Milan, who are 4th. We could qualify as a sort of straight through to the last 16 rather than go to the playoff first. So fingers crossed for that. So we're about to get into the AC Milan game, but I need to show you Virgil van Dijk. But it's not just Virgil van Dijk anymore. Thiago. So, Virgil van Dijk has chose Al Ittihad. Of course, we can't see what his contract is until June, July, whenever it goes through. Thiago has decided to leave as well. So, we're losing 2 big players. I mean, Thiago, I'm not really too bothered about. However, someone in the comments in, not last video, a couple of videos ago, said they would have rather have kept Endo than give Thiago a new contract. I'm kind of inclined to agree with you now that it's happened, because if we take a quick look at Brighton, who are riding high in 5th, they've got Mr. Wataru Endo playing very, very good football there. So in hindsight, it probably would have been better to cash in or just let him go on a free last year and keep Endo. But you've got to move on, right? So Virgil van Dijk and Thiago are both leaving us at the end of the season to go to Saudi Arabia. There's probably not very much chance of them playing too many more games for me. So here's the lineup for the game against AC Milan, and we've gone pretty strong. We've got Alisson in goal, Trent, Quansah, Konate and Gomez along the back 4, McAllister, Elliott and Szoboszlai in the middle, and then Salah, Diaz and Nunes up top. We've got Robertson and Tsimikas both out injured. That's why we've put Joe Gomez out on the left and had to bring Quansah into the middle. So let's get into the game. Of course, I'm trying to stand by what I said as much as possible with Thiago and Van Dijk. I just don't see the point of keeping them in the team. If we don't need to use them, then they're just a wasted space. They could be. I'm not saying they are a waste of space. I'm saying they're a wasted space in the squad. I'm not that harsh. But here's Nunes now on the edge of the box. And this ball's nicked off him there. Can we get it back? Or is this... No, we can get it back. I was going to say, is that a quick counter-attack by AC Milan? But it looks like we've got the ball back. Nunes with an early goal. 1 minute into the game. And that's just the start we wanted. Darwin Nunes there to put us 1-0 up in the first minute. Couldn't ask for a better start, really. So hopefully this continues. Let's just take a quick look. Well, get the table up just so we know whereabouts we are. There we are, 5th at the moment. Obviously, a lot can change. We're only 12 minutes into the game, but there's Man City. Wouldn't it be good to knock Man City out of that top? Oh, there you go. They've just gone out. Knock Man City out of that top 8. That would be good. At our expense, or their expense. You know what I mean. Let's not get too confident yet, though. It's only 25 minutes in, so a lot can happen, and generally speaking, a lot does happen in the games we play. But here's Elliott now. I think Yeah, I think that's offside. I was. That's why I sort of didn't really celebrate. I saw he looked quite far offside when Salah sort of flicked that onto him. Yeah, I mean, I should be a linesman. I've got very good vision there to see that in real time. No, I shouldn't. Yeah, AC Milan. Surprised to see him not sort of kicking on and sort of getting a bit of more of a hold. Oh, I thought that was in then. No, I was surprised to see AC Milan not really sort of challenging me much in this first half. I'm very surprised at that. Is that Darwin Núñez with a twisted knee? Doesn't sound good. I think just carry on doing what you're doing. I'm just thinking if they score, wow, here we go. We might score now. No. Oh, what happened there? I kind of I thought the keeper would grab that, but apparently not. Apparently missed it. Just trying to see if they do score, where would be our sort of place in the table on 15. I mean, we're on 17 now, so if they score on 15, we're kind of level with Man City. So I don't really know how that would work. We just kind of have to hope for the best, really. Yeah, because no, we'd just be outside, wouldn't we? We'd be ninth. Yeah. Or would we? Would we be eighth? I don't know. Anyway, let's not talk about drawing. Let's make a sub. Let's bring Jota on, and let's be positive. Let's get the win. Let's not talk about draws or losses. No one likes them anyway. Not really threatened us like that though. We've done really well to just sort of keep hold of the ball, and yeah, I don't think we. Well, let's not talk about it. Oh, that's a great ball. Just as I'm saying, I always do it. I always do it. A bit of encouragement, but I was just saying they don't seem to have threatened us at all yet. And then an absolute blinder of a ball over the top, and Leao just runs onto it and smash this 1-1. Again, it seems to be our struggle this season. We're putting the shots on target. We're getting the XG, but we're just not getting the goals. Would be interesting to see our goals to XG sort of thing on a table. Maybe we'll take a look at that at some point. But I think we'll bring Ben Doak on. Maybe take McAllister off and put Bajcetic on. I don't know. We're not desperate for the win, and I don't really want to push and then end up losing. So I think I'm quite happy. I mean, let's take a quick look at the league table after this, unless if we don't score. That's well cut out there by Trent. Please don't lose it, Quansah. Konate to Bajcetic. Nice little bit of build-up play, hopefully, here. Hopefully, no, that's a great ball by Bendo across the field to Mo Salah there. Oh, that was a curler, wasn't it? That could have been in. We're just inside. We're 8th. We're literally in by goal difference, I'd assume. So I imagine a Dortmund goal or a Man City goal, whoever they're playing, will take us out. So, there we go. That came around quicker than I thought. I think we've made it. I think we're just inside. Let's take a quick look. Let's get rid of this. Let's have a look. And we've literally scraped it. Wow. I mean, it's even more sweeter because we've just taken Man City out. By drawing that and not losing, we've made Man City go through the playoff, and we've gone straight through to the last 16. So, yeah, I think I take that as a win. You know, the fact that we've gone through and we've knocked Man City out of the top 8. Yeah, can't argue with that. Anyway, good news, we're through to the next round, aren't we? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. 2 good wins there. I'll see you in the next episode. Hopefully we'll have the youth intake. So, yeah, fingers crossed that will be good.